Hey everyone, welcome back to Ninjas Podcasting. I'm Stuart.
I'm Ross.
I'm Rob.
And we're here for Young Justice episode 8. And it's December, so it is Christmas time. Christmas time.
Everyone stay well.
Yeah, stay
on. I love they follow that through all the way.
Yeah.
Well, what the heck should so yeah, last week's episode of Young Justice, we're still following the story of Artemis, and the two traitors from the Light or the League. There's a League, right? Yeah. Which was Savage's daughter and Onyx as well. And then we found out at the end which one was the mole.
It's Cassandra.
Yeah, and she didn't really have half her arm blown off. It was all part of a trick.
She's keeping
love that they called that back.
The
nanites in the...
Trying to get all the siphoning all the information. Yeah.
Yeah, and they siphon all the information out of that. So
I love they called back to that season 2.
Yes,
with
the
especially
using it against the person that used it for them. Yeah.
And the whole point was to get inside the base. Yeah, like you say, get the nanites to Justice League information or something.
Yeah, she was siphoning it when she was with them.
Yeah,
that's why she infiltrated them.
But they managed to blow the capture device up before.
Yes.
They could do anything with
now they're so Tigress.
Now they're all trapped.
Tigress, Cheshire. I guess Onyx
and Cassie.
And Cass. Oh yeah, was Cassie there?
Yeah, she was tied up, wasn't she?
She was tied up in the cell.
Oh, sorry.
That's why they were going there in the first place.
Sorry, Cassandra. Sorry, you Cassie as Cassandra. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Well, I was thinking about
Cassie K. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I was thinking about Wonder Girl Cassie as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like Wonder Girl wasn't there. Right. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So they're sort of now trapped with Lady Shiva and everyone else surrounding them. So fuck knows how they're going out of that one. But somehow. Sorry. Best line of that episode as well. He's Oracle being like, give me one nod, and I call the entire Bat family down.
It's got the option to call the Bat family on the screen as well.
Yeah. Signal the
Bat family, or leave it. She's like, I mean, the fucking power that Oracle holds in her hand is amazing.
Yeah,
it's absolutely amazing. Talking to Oracle, we also had like flashback of some origin of Cassandra, and actually a different origin for Oracle as well, which is really interesting. Sort of having Cassandra go after
Joker.
Yeah, Joker, and actually her jumping in the way and slicing her back, which made her paralysed. And that's why there's such a strong connection between the two of them.
Love it.
I mean,
and I hope she gets the bat
suit.
Yeah. By the end, that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, bring another character in. Hopefully. So I think that was it. I'm really curious to find out how the fuck they get out of it. To be honest. Oh, we also had some more stuff on Mars as well about McGann like nearly killing her brother and then finding out that he was actually telling the truth.
Yes.
And her sister's now coming back to Earth.
Yes, women as well.
The world's most awkward month trip back to Earth. It's just...
Yeah.
So Connor's officially dead. It's actually happened. Legion's gone home.
We
fucked up, guys.
Joe are just waiting in the wings. Maybe the Legion took Joe.
We're in the 31st century. There's no one to give pep talks anymore. We need some inspirational leadership.
With all these hallways and there's no one talking to them.
Just AI.
Anyway, so I think we should
crack on.
Find out. And just before we jump into this episode, just want to thank everyone who's been subscribing over the past week. Subscribers have jumped up, but if you're watching this right now and you are not subscribed, I mean,
for the children,
we've got hostages. If you don't subscribe, if we don't get at least 100 subscribers in the next,
that was a part of the contract.
24 hours. Got our script.
Is that what that guy's doing in the corner? I was wondering about that. It's just like.
So you better subscribe. Jesting. Anyway, let's jump on and fucking onto this episode.
Hey.
See episode 1, season 1 of it.
Wow. I am completely at your mercy. I wonder if your position's secure enough to survive them learning everything I know.
Let me make this perfectly clear. Surrender is your only option.
They all kind of...
What?
Not having a funeral.
That's Lois and
Jonathan.
Yeah.
I just want to get the tractor up on blocks. Then we'll be right.
Oh no, you two will get to talking and we'll be waiting on you for an hour. Put that thing down and come wash up.
Bonus fried chicken and cornbread salad, Johnny.
Great! Will Uncle Connor be here?
Told him yet.
Haven't told him yet. Oh, Wolf.
Tigress, listen. Orphan's working on her chains, but she needs time. Stop. Keep the bad guys talking. There's one thing I need to know. Were all your confessions just an act?
My father did kill my sister, but that was a mercy. For my mother and her family, I'm thankful Vandal Savage saved me from such a mundane life. me to a destiny of greatness at his side.
So this was never about putting a mole on the team.
Yawn. Been there.
It was about my daughter.
Maybe a little, but I'm guessing the main objective was infiltrating the Justice League's computer system. Stealing our intel's been a long-term goal of the Light since the day I first joined the team. This was next level.
Organic infiltrators. They had the advantage of being undetectable.
The monologuing. They love the monologue.
Having a short range and brief shelf life, right?
Was a distraction to deploy them.
So I was just a distraction? I swear I didn't know they were using me.
It would hardly have worked if you did. You never developed the proper espionage skills. I had similar suspicions and put them to the test.
You let me overhear your plan to place Cassandra as a mole.
You proved yourself a failure by attempting an escape, which we allowed so that you might warn the heroes, which also suited our plan.
Giving you the opportunity to fulfill your mission. The fight at the vault was staged to get you close to your target, so that you could
Wow,
release
that's
the
why.
Then all I needed was to get back to Santa Prisca to transfer the data to the Light. I have my daughter back.
Not for long.
Oh, lights out! Oh, she's going ham! Oh, yes!
And up against her mother.
She's probably the only one that could beat her.
Yeah.
I'll have her eyes a bit up because she's still an Oracle.
You used me! Please. You're lucky anyone could find a use for you.
Oh, love shades. This is going to be his playground, surely.
Gosh, you saw it.
Tigress, Orphan's not ready for Shiva. Wait.
Nice. Trick arrow.
Yeah.
Switch dance partners.
Is she going to be strong enough to take like those? No way.
Oh! Oh, they come together, don't they? Come on.
Gotcha.
This is
Oh,
awesome.
how nice. Almost. Gotcha.
Elbow in the gut.
Oh,
no!
Oh, punch in his face.
Oh, hand to hand.
No, she's gonna.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit!
Oh, that's gonna.
why Shiva's the most deadly assassin?
Enough is enough.
Again, surrender is your only option.
The bats have been called. Come on.
Come on, it's got to be.
Nope, no,
Oh, Shade's gonna do it.
Why is Shay taking him?
What happened?
Oh!
Fuck.
She's pissed.
Why would he betray them?
Wait, Shade.
Yeah, I know, but why? What's his reasoning?
Uncle Connor passed away.
I know. He can't come to our house because he passed it away. Every time we come to Grandma and Grandpa's house, Uncle Connor meets us here with Wolf. Every time. And Wolf's here, so Uncle Connor won't pass us away now.
Johnny, your uncle has died. This means that the part of his journey where his body is alive is over. Well, we don't get to spend time with him anymore.
Why?
Inside
Aliens of
the
Mars
body,
fucked him.
there are, even though we don't get to see or spend time with Connor anymore, because his body is dead, your memories of him will always be alive.
And these pictures can remind you of those memories.
And we believe that when our journeys end, we will see him and everyone we love again.
I owe Cheshire a debt. She and I are now even.
Agreed.
Ah.
Well, we
Nice.
are not even.
Which is why I hereby tender my resignation to the League of Shadows. The Shade is strictly freelance.
Nice.
Love it.
You should have gone back.
The new Genosphere has you in her sights, Shiva. Do not move.
I must insist you leave my daughter behind.
Not gonna happen.
My shadows are everywhere. You know this, Cassandra. They watch your friends, your comrades. Else my shadows shall hunt down everyone you care about.
That's a poor bluff, Shiva.
And with one word from me, your friend Barbara Gordon will be dead
Oh,
before you
no.
return to Gotham.
Orphan, no!
It's
better for all of us, believe me.
No! We don't turn kids into killers!
She already is.
Orphan, stop! This isn't what you want!
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Holy fuck!
Lazarus Pit.
Oh my
Please,
god.
Cassandra, you're free now.
She's gonna
You
chop
don't
her head
have
off.
to be the weapon your mother tried to create.
She wanted her to kill her.
Yeah.
You believe you have rejected me, declared yourself an orphan, but you
Can't hear you.
Still talking.
Ella!
Musan, come back to your mother when you are ready to admit who you really are.
Jesus. That's fucked up.
So awkward.
Didn't think so. Then she just let me go. I hate to say it, but Crush, the sportsmaster, was right. She's weak, Sensei.
Recruit her.
Dad was right about her. Jade's just like him.
It took this chair, 6 years in prison, and losing my family to teach me these lessons. I hope Jade is a quicker study. If you see her again, you must convince her.
You'll be good as new.
Then I'm making the call.
I can't believe I'm letting you talk me into this.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hi, well, listen. I want to ask your permission to bring someone over to the house.
Another stray?
Hi, baby girl.
Look what I made. It's a mommy mask.
Oh man.
But wait, Will, Leon, I'm sorry. It's a great mask, but I have to call you back.
She's
Jade!
gone.
Oh, damn it.
So
It's played
close.
already. It's just
So, yeah, see you later.
Johnny's asleep. He seems okay.
I'm glad Johnny's okay,
So I'm not.
because I'm not.
Oh,
If
Clark.
I had gotten to Mars 5 minutes sooner,
You would have died alongside Connor. I know that sounds selfish, but
I'm the selfish one. 10 years ago, I couldn't get over myself. I had all these excuses, suspicions, all this misplaced blame. I wasted so much time.
you fixed that. Connor knew you loved him like a brother. And he felt the same about you. Loving each other. That's all any of us can do.
I hope you're right.
Oh, it's sad to see Superman cry.
She's still on course for Infinity Island.
Still, yes. Why would she go there?
I have no idea. And I can't believe
Maybe
you
she's
can't
ready to start living.
her. Didn't you trust her?
Since they said.
Of course not. But I tagged all of you. Wasn't gonna lose anyone else.
There she is!
It's like
Is she trying to take...
Titans really. She's bloody
Yeah, yeah.
anymore. So she tried to come back multiple times. Couldn't do it.
Jade! Please. I'm not sure why you came, but you have to see you are following in Dad's footsteps.
Not unless you tell them the truth and bring me in. I'm betting you can't bring yourself to do either, right?
She does though.
It's a great episode of season 1 where they all told each other the truth.
Yeah.
Great.
Because it was like it looked like there was like 4 or 5 miles, didn't it?
Yeah.
She's turning!
She's playing chicken. God damn it.
Yeah, chicken with a spacecraft.
Just jump out and crash it. Fine.
Another assault on my meditation space. A great one will not be pleased.
Artemis, get out of the way!
Trying to get yourself killed?
Yes, she is.
No!
She knows she has no fight here. She doesn't want witnesses.
That's not it. I'm just sending her back where she belongs. I had to leave!
Because you couldn't be bothered? Because you couldn't handle the responsibility?
No!
Then why?
Because I'm too much like Dad!
Okay.
I don't want Leon turning out like me.
We are both children of our parents. But at
That
some
works.
point, we decide who we want to be. Our upbringing, none of that has to define us. Aren't I proof? DNA doesn't define destiny. It's never too late to change your mind. change who you are. But changing takes time and work. From family.
Onyx and Cassandra both in the same boat as well.
Still.
I can't take you away from them, and I can't be a part of their lives. Not yet.
Papa Willie was always more Booker T than Malcolm X. He believed in leading by example, doing the right thing. The world was never going to just catch up and recognize our worth.
Sense is like, can you just do this somewhere else?
Yeah.
Some of the trees leaving.
My home is burning.
The shadows did better by me than Sportsmaster ever did.
That was a very low bar. Certainly by now, you both understand that what you experienced here was not family, but manipulation. When we saw opportunities to take you, we did. My role was to create loyalty. A job I did too well on Lady Shiva.
But
The shadows made you into weapons. But per the Master, we are no longer in that business. I believe we can help the both of you now.
Can't believe you are even considering this.
It merits consideration.
Oh, shit. Fucking hell,
Morpheus
Raish.
is the great one himself.
Artemis Kron. You have my word.
Although it all bows to him
These
by
two
her.
choose to stay, we will strive to help them. They shall go as many things.
But a liar isn't one of them. What's the end game here? Are you just trading one kind of cage for another?
I don't know, Mouse. It honestly feels like a step in the right direction. Doesn't it?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but it does. Plan on coming back to check on both of them. Count on it.
We have no objection.
You're not getting away from me that easy.
I think for the first time ever, I'm glad of that.
Why do they keep going back to Smallville?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's back.
Let's take it.
She doesn't seem very happy about it. This is obviously a end of an arc, which is where everyone's heads at.
There is no greater agony
Wally.
than bearing an untold story inside.
And Bruce Lee.
And Bruce Lee. Interesting.
Family and the ties of bond.
Let's all close that whole arc off.
Ready for probably something new now.
Yes.
It's very weird bringing in like what's her name, Onyx,
Yeah.
just to get rid of her again. I don't know.
She was actually, I don't say she was a minor character, but she was never a huge
Yeah,
character.
yeah.
I mean, they might be setting her up so later on.
Yeah,
bring her in, I
I'm
imagine.
kind of thinking like, then whatever the big fight is going to be at the end, that like Raish will send.
Well, what I want is I want Cheshire and her to get over it. Cheshire come back, live with Will and Leanne, and then you think, well, it's a bit of an odd thing now that Artemis is there. It's because Wally comes back and she goes off with him.
Yeah.
Game over. Come on.
Yeah. And then cementing in the fact that Connor's dead some more with Clark crying and telling
Don't do this to
Jonathan.
me, man. Like,
You got the most powerful being in the universe crying. You know,
Yeah.
so bad happened. Oh man.
so that's the end. That's the end of that arc. Then. So next week's episode.
Something fresh,
Right,
probably.
Something fresh. So
Or be going to the future.
So there's only like 5 more episodes before they take a massive long break. I think.
Oh, don't, because that means there's going to be a cliffhanger at the end of the 5th episode.
I'm pretty sure it's episode 13 and 14. They're stopping till March.
Oh, come on.
So there's going to be like it's going to be the next arc, and then it's going to be like, as you say, something.
Connor can be alive.
It's Brian Blessed Connor's alive.
Or just Wally. Connor wakes up and he's like, Wally? And then it cuts. And it's like, oh, fuck!
Well, you just had the Legion go, we were supposed to save Connor. Well, I didn't do it. What the hell happened? And all of a sudden, you just see a flashback of Wally running in and saving him.
Yeah. Oh.
So I got you, brother. Let's roll!
That is so
That'd be cool, man.
Oh, I think I would freak the fuck out. I'm just hoping it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. We could go like totally left field now. We still haven't had Aquaman, Nightwing, Zatanna, or Rocket who are in the starting credits. So. Anywhere really in the series, so maybe it's
maybe we go with the Outsiders and do a story because obviously we've still got Beast Boy drowning in his sorrows.
Yeah. Or even just whatever Aquaman and Nightwing are up to at the moment, or even Zatanna, Zatanna and Rocket are up to at the moment. Yeah. Somehow pretty doing something else.
Yeah. Such a good show though.
Really, yeah.
I love seeing Shade again.
That was awesome. I totally forgot because it was she saved him in the hangar. It was that episode, wasn't it?
I still owed her a debt. No.
Yeah.
See ya,
bye-bye. You see there. Oh, it's the dark and Shade's going to do something awesome. He's gone. And it just sucks them all out.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. Like light turns off and you just see the flashes. You just Shade's there. It's like, oh, this is nice. This is perfect. Like ground.
I wish he's on that. You was like, yeah, I'm going to turn my organisation from the league. And he just goes into the shadow like that. Like, yeah.
Well, I'm dodging the shoot.
See you later, bitches.
Shade out.
Where Cassandra stabbing her mother basically.
Yeah, and about to decapitate her as well.
Yeah,
I did wonder, like you said, if at the end of that, there's part of her growth, she's going to take the costume.
Yeah, I think that's.
I hope so. I mean, maybe
because it's basically like in the comics, it's down to Barbara to give the mantle to her. So
yeah,
did she get it before Stephanie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was Huntress had it originally, but she took it. Or made her own.
She made her own or stole it.
And took the name of Batgirl.
Yeah.
Barbara was pissed off about it.
And then she failed Batman's tester in No Man's Land. And then Cassandra was running around in No Man's Land just in a sort of scraps like she's an orphan.
Yeah, she was just running errands kind of thing.
And then when she proved herself during one of Joker's assaults on the GCPD, I think. It's been a while since I read No Man's Land. Like Barbara's like, yeah, you've proved it.
Well, because she saved her father against her own... Cassandra saved Jim Gordon against her father, David Kane, because he chucked him out the window and she caught him.
And then she gives the costume to her, she's like, you've earned the right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I've modified it for you.
Yeah,
and stuff.
She's got the mouth covered.
Yeah, full face thing. Yeah.
And it's only after Steph comes back from the dead that she gets the Batgirl mantle, I think. Because I think Cassandra goes off to become Black Bat as part of Batman Inc. and she's in Hong Kong for a bit, and then they rebooted it into the New 52, and I don't really follow.
I don't know anything about that. So good.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's just like origin story, like going all the way back to season 1 when and stuff. I forget it's been 10 years since season 1. There's only 4 seasons because we had a massive gap between season 2 and 3.
Yeah. But it was 5 years jump between 1 and 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In the show.
That's true. And then between 2 and 3 there was
another gap.
A few years, wasn't there? But the fact that we've actually watched it, it's been 10 years. It must be about 10 years.
Such a good show, man.
I need to go back and watch season 1 and 2 again.
I think 2 is my favourite. But this is getting close. I'll have to wait until it finishes.
Yeah.
I think it's just because the ending of season 2 is so good. And then it's like, we're not making it anymore. And it's like...
yeah. I know. What happened.
I'm so glad when it got renewed.
They said they're able to write this show with the emotional themes that this episode's got, very tying off all Jade's like, because the moment she was like, oh look, I made a mummy mask, and she just bolts because she's like, no, I've got to get rid of this personality because I can see exactly where she's going.
I don't want her to turn up like I do. Yeah, exactly.
Too much like my dad.
It's not like they don't follow through what DC Comics did to Leanne in the comics, so it'll be good. Drop a building on her.
Yes.
That's what I said. I think they take the right bits from the comics, and then they change all the things that aren't that great and make them better. For me.
Yeah, you say whoever people that write this show love characters. And they make the character because Artemis isn't really. Is she in the comics? Artemis? Or she come from this show?
Oh, I can't remember.
I don't think she's in the comics now.
Because she's like this integral storyline, which I love. Like her growth through all the seasons. It's so good. Coming in as like Green Arrow's new sidekick.
And what they did to Roy, his version was awesome.
Yeah. It's just
And the way they write the villains as well, they're so manipulative. It's so good, you can't guess what's happening.
No.
Like the whole thing, we didn't know which of the two we're to believe.
Yeah. Well,
all the way through it.
The fact that it was all like, it's all part of the plan, but then also The whole point of it was just to get Orphan back as well.
Yeah.
Cassandra back to it.
Depends who we that's kind of like they built Onyx up just to be used as a distraction.
Yeah.
Like she was never even. They made her believe she was part of the League and manipulated her into mind control stuff just so they could push her out the door as a distraction. It's like, that's fucking harsh.
I'm guessing the people that I'm guessing maybe the people that, I even love the bit where like where at the end where Jade and her were like, oh yeah, the League was like the only thing that was really like family, and in a sense it's like, no it wasn't, we just manipulated the shit out of you.
That's how
fucking idiots.
How we breed fanatics.
Exactly. Yeah, we were keeping tabs on you ever since you were little, and then the moment when you had a good opportunity, we just snatched you up and manipulated the shit out of you. I was just like, fuck yeah. It was just like, I thought you didn't even pretend.
Yeah.
It's just like,
it's like when he comes in, it's like, oh, so you coming to live or coming to die? Oh, you coming to die? Okay, it's like it's a regular thing.
Jason?
And I loved it as well when Artemis stepped in. Yeah. And you can see Jason was going in. He just been saying, "Don't do it."
Yeah.
Jason is obviously a beast. I think at the moment.
Yes.
Be interesting if they do anything with him. So I was like, why would you bring him in and have him in this background?
Well, I mean, you could do. Trouble is, they've done it with Titans recently. The Red Hood storyline you could easily do. Finding out that you have to have a lot of, unless you have it as Nightwing's the main person that finds out about it, like they did in Titans, rather than Batman.
I mean, they might just change it up completely.
I mean, you could after this season have another jump, and he's just Red Hood.
Yeah.
I
love he's actually just wearing a red hood as well. It's like so on the nose.
But it just all happens in the background. We don't get to see it, but it's just like, Jason's now alive. He's got the red hood costume on. That whole thing happens, but we've he's now kind of anti-hero kind of thing. Because they've done it. I say they've done an animated movie of it. They've got the Titans TV show's done it. Would you need it again?
They've done it twice in an animated movie for, haven't they? Because they did that other Death in the Family.
Yeah.
So they've done it twice, haven't they?
Yeah. So I don't think you need that story in this show.
No.
But you could. Everyone knows the story. You can just get past that and move on.
Yeah.
It may even have happened off screen, and he's with Sensei because he's being deprogrammed from his Red Hood personality.
Yeah.
So
could have really happened.
Yeah, maybe.
He's going to join back
and Batman knows he's there, and that's why he's allowed him to be there.
Yeah. I kind of just think it would be cool. It would be cool to have a time jump because then you could have Damien at the right age to become Robin as well.
Yeah.
And you could bring that whole thing. But then again, in the animated movies, they've already done all that. So would you want it again?
Yeah.
I kind of like it. So we haven't have Tim for ages. Has he been in this season? He's been in one episode, right?
Yes.
That's about it.
As I said, they might focus on the outsiders now.
Yeah.
And see what happens then. Or he might go to the future. Or it might be something completely else. We don't know.
Can't wait to see.
Yeah.
We could just have like a Nightwing, Tim Drake little story. Or even like Aquaman, like Aquaman, like he didn't have much to do in.
Not last season.
Last season, did he? I'm trying to think what he actually did.
Well, he was the leader of the league, so he was in charge of that and was dealing with that, really, wasn't he?
Yeah, but you never actually saw him properly. Yeah, so I don't know. It's interesting. Lots of characters to dive into. Cool. Well, I guess we'll find out next week. So everyone, that was episode 8 of Young Justice. What do you think about it? Come on, let us know after your thoughts on this sort of closing arc of Artemis. And where we're going to be going next? Are we going to be going for one of the other main characters in the title screen? Are we going for the Outsiders? Are we going back to Mars? Are we going to the future? Are we going for Beast Boy? I mean, are we just going for like Batman?
Dude, that's not going to happen. Arnold Schwarzenegger, get your ass to Mars.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, love to know your thoughts on where it's going to be going next week. So it sounds like going to be like another arc before they have the horrible break for till March, so that's going to suck. But yeah, love to know your thoughts on it. If you want to see the full reaction of this episode as well as the rest of the season, as well as all the other shows we're reacting to, head over to our Patreon, sign up to find our full reactions there. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Links in the description below, and we also do a podcast. And when you listen to podcasts, type in our Legends of Podcasting, you'll find our podcast there. And we'll see you for next week's episode of Young Justice.